Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on my channel. Now today I've got a video that was recorded when I was streaming, so if you want to follow me on Twitch, that link can be found in the description below as well. But yeah, let's get right into the video. You'd be really smarter than you give yourself credit for. She speaks the truth. Oh, thank you guys. But yeah, I don't want to give myself a lot of credit for what I do, because I'm doing stuff for myself and for other people like Dap and for Neko. So like I have Discord bots for Dap and a work in progress bot for Neko and F-Shop for Neko server. So like I do, that's not what I want, that's not what it's about. I don't want heaps of credit for it. I'm just doing it to help out people's communities and people's streams and people's servers and stuff. And I actually have a list. That's what I was doing earlier. I have a list of plugins that I want to start developing for not for any server in particular, but just to help out, to put on Spigot to help out people that need those sort of plugins. Just the simple things, you know. Right, let's actually go up this way, so I'm actually going the right way for once. You need to be proud of yourself and your accomplishments. You're still young and I can't do this. You're still young and you've done so much already. I wouldn't even know where to begin with this stuff. You will only get better with time too. Yeah, that's true. And thank you, Clancy and Pep. I know. I mean, if anyone else wanted to do what I do, it's not. It's like a lot of learning to do, but it's not. It's not like it's out of reach sort of thing. Like I started my whole wanting to code sort of thing by watching YouTube tutorials, and then this was like probably about a year and a half ago. One of my friends introduced me to Discord and I got that, and then I was like, and then like after I'd had it for a while, I just saw the bots and thought, like, what would it take to make my own one? And then looked up some YouTube tutorials, found a library that I still use to this day for coding Discord bots, and yeah, and then things started the same way with Spigot. I mean, like, I've looked up some stuff on YouTube and stuff, but a lot of it I've ended up learning from trial and error. So that's one of the great things I find about like certain things like coding, and it's probably other things like probably maybe like art or something. They're just like those things you can improve by trial and error. If something doesn't work, you keep working on it until it works, and then when it does work, you know how to do it, and then it's just you just build on that and test more stuff, sort of thing. But you're I'm just gonna stop this again. But you're the one who put the effort in and learned how to do it, and you use your knowledge to help others. You should be proud of that. Yeah, I am proud of that. Yeah, I am, because you know, like it's kind of like I just really like doing stuff for other people sort of thing. Like, I think it was either Clancy or Pev has pointed out before that I code Discord bots for other people, but don't really use my own bots in my own Discord. And that's true, but I would rather do stuff for other people than do stuff for myself, because I'm sort of, what's the opposite of selfish? I'm sort of selfless. So like everyone else in terms of my coding comes before like my own stuff for me. So that's just kind of how I am and how I do things. Alright, let's go down here then. I don't even know where I'm going really with this. It's traffic jam. Why is traffic moving so slowly? Oh, you are too sweet. Oh. Thank you, but yeah, I'm not trying to be sweet. It's just like generally that's kind of how I feel and how I am. That's the beauty of coding things like you do. You can do them for your benefit, but they will also help out others. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I like it as well. You expand your knowledge whilst helping out others with things you make. Yeah, that's basically like what I do. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, when you spend hours and hours, but probably at this point, like, hundreds of hours working with, well, definitely hundreds of hours working with the two main Java libraries that I work with, it's just like, it just makes me happy to see other people using the stuff and like using and enjoying the stuff that I make. Like it just that's like why I do it, because it's just yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just, you know, like that's why I'm kind of like, although it's me that we're kind of waiting on with Neko's bot, that's why I'm sort of hyped for when it's released, because when it is released, like just to see people using it, that's basically like, that's all that I want to achieve. I want to just see people using it, liking it. I want to make people like happy and whatever, and I want it to help out the communities of whatever it is. So yeah, that's just a brief summary basically of why I do what I do. I need to be in this line. I think that's one of the great things about Neko's upcoming bot, because basically how that happened was Neko messaged me once saying she had an idea of something like that maybe I could do, and then a couple days later sent me kind of like a list of stuff that she wanted and told me it was going to be a Discord bot. And that's It's one of the great things that I can fully customize it to be like for her server, and that's one of the great things, because that's one of the good reasons why I'm not like a massive developer or a massive like content creator. That's why it's good in a way that I'm small, because you can only have up to 10 like Discord bots on your account, and if I was like a big developer, then I wouldn't be able to use one of those necessarily for like one person's community. But that's one of the great things, that I can do that, and it's fully custom. And there's been so many messages like back and forth between me and Neko, saying, me just coming up with ideas, saying like, is this something you would want, and then seeing her response, and if it's like yes, then I work on it and I do it. Yeah, Neko's bot and F-Shop and all my other kind of Discord bots that are specifically for a few people's communities, like, they've all taught me so much as well. So they're helping out me as well as helping out the community, but mostly they're helping out the community, which, you know, it's why I do it. But yeah, that's just it's just my explanation of my development, basically.